हेलो एवरीवन, स्टोरी टेलर शिवानी में आपका स्वागत है। आज की ये वीडियो थोड़ी सी अलग होने वाली है क्योंकि इसमें हम टॉपिक वाइज कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस को डिस्कस करेंगे। तो इस वीडियो में हम W.B. यीट्स की पोएम द सेकेंड कमिंग से क्या क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं उन्हें देखेंगे। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हु रोट द पोएम द सेकेंड कमिंग? द आंसर इज W.B. यीट्स। When was the poem The Second Coming written? The answer is in the year 1919. Next, when was the poem The Second Coming printed for the first time? So, it was originally printed for the first time in the year 1920. Next, what are some major themes in the poem The Second Coming? So, the major themes are violence, prophecy and meaninglessness. Next, spiritus mundi is a word of which language? The answer is Latin. Next, which historical event do most critics believe this poem specifically referred to? The answer is the Bolshevik Revolution that happened in 1917. Next, what book of Bible does the term the second coming originate from? The answer is Revelations. Next, what does the falcon symbolize in the second coming? The answer is it symbolizes the human race, vision and freedom. Next question, how many lines are there in the poem The Second Coming? So there are 22 lines. Next, what type of poem is The Second Coming? So it is written in blank verse. Next, what is the meter of The Second Coming? So the meter is roughly iambic pentameter. Next, what does gyre means? That is an important recurring symbol in Yeats' poetry. So it stands for the alternation between two historical cycles. Next question, what are some poetic devices used in The Second Coming? So alliteration, allusion, antithesis, anaphora, assonance, caesura, metaphor, enjambment. These are some poetic devices that are used in the poem. Next question, after what historical event the poem was written? So it was written after the Great War and the war in Ireland between the rebels and the British forces of occupation. Next, which author titled a novel after a quote from The Second Coming? So the answer is Chinua Achebe, that is a Nigerian novelist and a poet. Next, what do the words blank and pitiless as the sun refer to? So the answer is the Sphinx's gaze, that is a winged monster having a woman's head and a lion's body. Next question, what perspective is the poem written from? So the answer is the first person. Next question, the best lack all conviction while the worst are full of passionate intensity. From which poem these lines are taken? So it is taken from The Second Coming. Next, when was W.B. Yeats born? So he was born in 1865. Next, when did The Second Coming appeared or published? So it was published in 1921 in his collection of verse. Next, what was the name of magazine in which The Second Coming was first printed? So the name was The Dial. Next, what was the name of collection in which The Second Coming was published? So it was Michael Robartes and The Dancer. Next, when was the Nobel Prize in Literature awarded to William Butler Yeats? So it was awarded in 1923. Next question, slouches towards Bethlehem to be born. From which poem this line has been taken? So it is taken from The Second Coming. The last question, was William Butler Yeats an American poet? So the answer is no, he was an Irish poet. तो आई होप आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। थैंक यू।